let's start again from the beginning.
Okay. Resh Pei Bet.
Resh Pei Bet. We are in Resh Pei Bet. Resh Pei Bet is the Torah of finding the good points in each one of Israel. And we were on the we were on the second part where it starts speaking. The first part speaks about the Rasha. When you see the Rasha and you're sure that he's a big Rasha, anyhow try and find something good in him. Not that the bad things he does becomes to be good things. They don't become good. But he has something good in him. He has some point where he is not Rasha. And start from there, try to put some light in his image, you try to take a photo of someone that is in the dark. You don't see anything. You put a little bit light, you see something. You put a little bit more, you see. And like this, that's the work with the Rasha. The work when you come to yourself, and we're speaking already about someone that is doing some things with connected to Hashem, connected to the mitzvahs, connected to tefillah, Still, he says to me, you have to look for good points in yourself. Why? Because we know that you have to keep yourself happy. Because if you don't keep yourself happy, it's very hard to do any work with Hashem. And when you find something good in yourself, for example, we said that you went to the Knesset on Shabbos, and you've been there and you daven what you had to daven. Still, you don't look at it. Yeah, like we take when we look the bad points and the good points. The bad points manage to cover the good points. They have they have more power than the good points. This is the work that we have to do. Give power to the good. Give power to Hashem. Give yourself power. Give yourself credit. Look, I've been to the Bet Knesset. So what? So what? I did so many things in the Bet Knesset. So many good things. Sure, it's good. Yeah, I know it's good, but I do it every Shabbos. You do it every Shabbos, but you don't think it's not enough to find the good point, but give it the right value. Give it the right value. Like someone comes, this guy is a millionaire and this guy is a tzaddik. So the millionaire, I understand. It's $1,000,000 dollars. Wow, $1 million. Not only million shekels, dollars. And if it's a dinar, the Jordan dinar, it's double. Wow. This is an important man. And this is a tzaddik. Okay, I know many people that are tzaddik. He's a tzaddik. That's the main thing, that's why we came here. So it's two different works. One is to find the good point, and the second is to give it the right value. Yeah, that one good point is much more than $1 million. Because one good point goes for me forever and ever and ever and ever. Yeah? And it says a mitzvah that you did with many people has the power as many people that were in this mitzvah. For example, I prayed in Shabbos in a Bet Knesset that there are 10 people. So the mitzvah doubles 10 times. But if I davened in a Bet Knesset with 100 people, so it doubles 100 times. And not only it doubles 100 times, it's like when you make a neder. How do you say neder?
An oath.
An oath, yeah, an oath. It's a shvuah.
Shvuah.
Yeah, an oath. If I made this oath, on my mind, I can go to a chacham and ask him to mevatel it. Yeah. But if I did it and I said I'm doing this oath on the mind of all the people, I cannot do anything.
Yeah, you're stuck with it.
It's the same with the mitzvah. Even after I did the mitzvah, why did I go to the Bet Knesset? I could stay home and sleep and eat or finish. No one can take it away from you. It's like these 10 people or 100 people, they are holding it for you. So it's forever. This mitzvah so when I judge everyone favorably, I connect myself to everyone. So all my mitzvahs are connected to all these people that I judge them favorably. So I connected all my mitzvahs to these people. Nobody can take me these mitzvahs. Even if I regret doing these mitzvahs, nobody can take it away from me anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really amazing. And when I judge myself favorably, I connect all my mitzvahs to this root of this mitzvah that I did. When I come to the mitzvah, it's easy to take the example of the davening of Shabbos. I like davening on Shabbos, and it's very strong, so it's easy for me to take it. But when I take it and I think, I did this mitzvah. I went to the. I went there, It's not easy all the time. Sometimes it's a long way. Sometimes you have something with someone in the Bet Knesset, and you have to go there and you have to speak to him, and you have to say, listen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean what you understand, I didn't mean it like this, I meant for good, or sometimes, you finish your tefillah, and someone that finished before you, he was waiting for you to finish the tefillah to speak, but I just finished, my head is not there. My head is still with the tefillah, and he comes and speaks. And I don't have the mouth to answer him, So he's disappointed, or he got offended, or whatever. Listen, I'm sorry, I was, after the tefillah, I didn't catch what you said. My head is too slow, it's not, I don't know, my computer is an old computer. I'm not a young man, that goes touch. And it's a computer with, I don't know how many, 2,000 giga, or how do you call it now?
Gigabytes.
No, not giga, now it's tera. Now it's tera. It's big,
Yeah.
I have a small computer, an old computer. It doesn't work so good. So it makes it hard to go to the. But you did it. I went to the. I went over all the programs I had to go, and I went over all the. I threw away all my thoughts, and I put myself into the tefillah, and I start working. Okay, everything is a big thing. But we don't think about it. But if you think about it, you count every small thing that I did. I counted. I walked there. I went inside. I opened the book. I read inside the book. I didn't dream so many times as I'm used to do it. Or even one half of the time. I managed to hold myself. Count it. So when I count this thing, everything I do, I connect it to the root. What is the root? It's the commandment that Hashem gave. So I connect it to Hashem, straight to Hashem. So already my mitzvah is not by myself. I do it with Hashem. He's there. I'm connected to the root of all the mitzvah. And each mitzvah has a different root, a different sphere, a different place where it is. I'm all over the place. Nobody can take it away from me anymore. So this is the two jobs we have to do. Okay, so when I'm not reading inside, I want to come to when we start working on this job, really do this work. So Rabbeinu says, then he can pray and sing and thank Hashem. When you are there and you raise yourself a little bit higher than usually, then you can pray. Like I'm already in the Bet Knesset, and then I start working. Listen, I came here. I'm here. I'm doing the right thing. I did so many things today. I got out of bed. It was a hard job to get out of bed.
Tircha.
Yeah, tircha. Yeah. I washed my hands. Yeah. I said Birkot HaShachar. I walked all the way. Start counting all the good things that I did. I smiled to my wife, my kids, people in the street. But I did good things. I'm moving. Then he can be happy, and then he can pray and thank Hashem. So when Rabbeinu takes an example, he takes an example dafka. He means this example, but not only the example, but all the rest of the mitzvahs. If you are happy and you appreciate the good points, so you can do all the mitzvahs. Why I can do all the mitzvahs? Because I want to get more good points. I like it. Like when someone goes to earn money, So I already have $1 million in the bank. So I retire? No. I want another million. How do I get this other million? Another dollar, and another dollar, and another one, and another 10, and another 20, and another 100, and another 1,000, and another dollar, and I work on it. And each dollar is part of the dollars. It's part of $1 million comes out of million single dollars.
Right.
So some of them came single, some of them came tens, hundreds, thousands, whatever. Yes, some of them I had to spend out. I had to invest.
Invest.
Yeah. What did I invest on? I had to buy food. I have to pay rent. I have to get some clothes. Yeah. It's part of the investment. To take care of myself and of my family is part of the investment that I can go on. So out of $10,000, I invested 8. So I only put $2,000. But I'm not resting. It's only 2,000. So it's better not to work. Nobody says like this. It keeps on another dollar, another. The same with the mitzvahs. Another one, another. Oh, I fell down. It's a month that I didn't see the Bet Knesset, and it's a month that I didn't put my tefillin on. Okay, I'm not doing it anymore. No. Okay, I lost. I start from the beginning again. And I have all this money inside. I have all these mitzvahs that I did before this month. I have them. Nobody can take it away from me. So it's already mine. So if you count like this and you're happy, you can do all the mitzvahs happily. And this is really the tikkun. We come back again to this guy that told me, when I told him I'm learning Resh Pei Bet, he told me this is the Torah of the Geula. So we come in again. Why? Because if you do this work, counting how many mitzvahs I did today, and give them the right value, and you are happy, and you do your mitzvahs happily, this is the Geula. Why the second house was destroyed? תחת אשר לא עבדת את השם אלוקיך בשמחה ובטוב לבב מרוב כל. you didn't work, and you didn't do the mitzvahs happily. That's why the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed. You didn't do it happily. So here you have the way how to do it happily. Because I'm happy. In every dollar, I'm happy. In every mitzvah, I'm happy. In every half of a mitzvah, I'm happy. Because I know, like I put my tefillin on. So when I put it on my hand, oh wow, I'm going to put my tefillin on. And then I say the bracha. And when I tie them on myself, I forgot already how happy I was thinking about putting them. That's how it happens. That's how it works. It's all the time being aware. I'm putting my tefillin on. I'm very happy doing it. So at least 1 second I was happy. I have it. It's $1. It's $10. It's $100. I don't know how much it's worth. But it's worth much more than $1 million. It was so. And I'm doing it happily. I'm doing the tikkun. I'm building the new Beit HaMikdash, the third one.
I had that same experience. I recently bought chelet from my talit.
Yeah.
The first time that I wore it. And then, I remind myself, I have to be that happy every time.
Nachon. That's the advantage of the Baal Tshuva.
Yeah.
Yeah? What is the advantage? That we started doing the mitzvahs when we were older.
Right.
So everything is new, but we remember that it's new.
Yeah, right.
Yeah? And someone that was born like this, like I think I told you that one time I asked my Rav that I was learning with him, how come I daven for 10 minutes and more, and you daven for 5 minutes? Yeah. So he told me, listen, before I could say Abba and Ima, I said Baruch Ata Hashem. Before I understood what I'm saying, I already said it. Mm-hmm. But you came when you were 20 or 25 or 30 or 40, and you start Baruch Ata Hashem. Wow, yeah. Amazing, Baruch Ata Hashem. So after a year or 2 years or 5 years, you lose this enthusiasm, right. Yeah, but you have the memory.
Right.
It's there.
Right.
So you can. This is my advantage that I can wake it up again.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting again. Today I'm starting. Like I told when I said to another guy, I start learning Resh Pei Bet. He said, "What? You start? What do you mean start? You never learned it?" Yeah, I learned it before, but now I'm starting again. It's a new, and right. Really I see that what happens is something really new. Okay, so this is the way, finding the good point, give it the value, be happy with it, try and remember of such an experience that I was very happy with the mitzvahs, like new mitzvahs, like you said about the tchelet. First time I daven in Jerusalem. First time I daven in the Kotel. Yeah. First time I went to Kever Rachel. First time I went to Rashbi, to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. First time I've been to Uman. Wake it up. All these exciting moments. Wake them up and understand. Every mitzvah is like this. Like every word we say now. Every word we say, it goes straight to Hashem. Straight to Hashem, nothing can stop it. Pow! It runs, like
a deer.
Eh?
Like a deer.
A deer?
A deer, Ayo.
I thought like these rockets that you send to. Yeah, show. Right. In one time it goes, and it's not there anymore. No, only because you take the photos from far away, so you have time to see it. But if you're close, it goes.
Yeah.
It goes. I don't know how many kilometers an hour it goes.
Like a bullet.
Yeah, it's very fast. That's how all these work. They go and they stand there forever. Forever and ever and ever. And whatever you do, and however you feel after, doesn't make any difference. They are there, So if you're happy when you learn and when you do the mitzvah, the mitzvah goes up and meet the king, and smile. But if you are sad when you do the mitzvah, I have to, my feeling, it's so hard to put that feeling, they're so heavy. That feeling, so the mitzvah goes up, but she looks like it. She's not happy. But if I do it happy, this is the building of the Beit HaMikdash. This is the first thing. Second, what I want in this shiur, that we have to understand that what we learned in the beginning, to find the good points in the Rasha, there are points in me that I am a Rasha. And I know it. For example, the way I give tzedakah, my hand is closed. When I'm happy and I look at it, I have the power to really look at it. Why I cannot open my hand? Why I'm such a bad man? I don't have any mercy on the poor people. Why I cannot open my hand? Now you're a Rasha, you will never be better with it. Why not? Why? Look, for example, I learn Torah, I enjoy it. If someone needs any help that I will teach him, I'm teaching him. If someone asks me to, come and help him in the kitchen, I don't have. Why in this point, in this mitzvah, I have a problem?
It's an emunah problem.
Oh, it's an emunah problem or a bitachon.
Right.
I'm not sure that Hashem will help me. Like in the parasha in Ba'alotcha, where they were in the desert. They had everything, right? They had these 7 clouds that gave you the mazgan, the air condition, and they cleaned all your clothes all the time. You had the water, and when you pull the water, the president of each tribe took his stick and pulled the water, like this. And when he was pulling the water, the trees were growing up. All kinds of trees were growing up. So they had water, they had fruit, they had the man. They could taste all the different tastes they wanted in the man. So they had everything. And they learned Torah, and they enjoyed learning Torah because they learned from Moshe Rabbeinu, from Aaron HaTzadik, from Chur, from Yeshua, from Caleb, all the highest spiritual guides possible. So everything was good. And then they asked,
I want meat.
Want meat, yeah.
Where's the meat?
Why? You don't have cows? You have cows and sheep. You took out of Egypt. No, I want meat. So where the questions come out from? And they got it. And Hashem wasn't mad. Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, it's okay. I can give them. What was the point that Hashem got mad at them?
The lesson.
What was the point? The point was when they collected. I promised you a month. Every day I'm giving you meat. Fresh. Why do you have to collect it? Why are you collecting? You don't trust Hashem. That's the point. So this is the point of the guy that his hands are closed. You don't trust Hashem to give it tomorrow. So you cannot help anyone else. Okay. This is the general reason. What is the point in my? Why don't I trust Hashem? How do I trust Hashem to learn? I know I started learning when I was older. I'm not as good as like Abraham's son Yitzchak, or my son David. They are back.
Yeah.
They go, because they start young. Everything they have in their hands. It's much easier for them.
Yeah.
How do I trust Hashem to start learn? I trust Him that He will open something. He won't let me down. Why? With this point I trust Hashem. And with my parnasa I don't trust Hashem. Why? So, start finding a reason, there can be a reason, that someone really gave tzedakah and gave a lot of tzedakah, and he didn't see the bracha that comes with it. When he went down after from his status, and he didn't have parnasa, he said, "Wow, where's Hashem? I gave also so much tzedakah because Hashem said He will help me, and now when I need Him, He doesn't help me." So when he goes up again, he cannot give tzedakah. Or when he's down, he cannot give tzedakah because I don't see Hashem help me. It can happen to the man personally, or for someone else. He saw it happening to his father, to his brother, to someone else. And we don't know the cheshbon, the calculation of Hashem Yitbarach. Hashem made this calculation for you. This is exactly what you have to pass in your life in order to grow up, like we learned in the last lesson. That when Hashem pulls you down, it's to make you stronger.
Right.
Like any sportsman, he runs and he runs and he runs. When he get to the 10 kilometers or 100 kilometers each one, now is the test. All the beginning, there's no test in it. It's not so hard. He knows he can make it. But when you come to the 10 kilometer or to the 100, depends on who we speak about, now is your test. Okay, so now is my test. Okay, now you don't have money and you gave a lot of tzedakah. What's happening? How do you feel? So if you hold yourself and you say, "Hashem, you're right, I'm sure everything is right, I'm sure what you're doing is exactly what I have to pass, and this is my test, and I'm going to make it."
And be happy about it.
And I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to keep on doing mitzvahs, and I'm going to keep on giving tzedakah, whatever I have now. And whatever I can do now, I cannot now, if a man doesn't have, he cannot give $1,000. But one, you can give, a quarter, you can give, and another quarter you can give. Okay, so this is what you can give. At 10, how do you call them the tens? Dimes, yeah. Okay. Give. Don't close your hand. Okay, Hashem is not right. Hashem doesn't know what He's doing. I will take care of myself. I'm holding my hands like this. I cannot give like I gave before. Okay, we understand, but you can give. So give. Let it go out and do it happily. And when you do it happily, this is your time. And like this, only when you are happy, you can look at yourself and dig in the problem and find out why do I have the problem. Not why generally there is this kind of problem in the world, but what is my problem? Where I was hurt and how I'm going to cure myself from this problem. But you can do it only when you found many good points in yourself and you made yourself happy. Now you can look inside them. Now you can look on the points where you think you are a Rasha Gamur. And then you will find also good points in these points. And that's the circle of the work. And if you go like this about yourself, when you come to judge other people, you know it's not possible for me to judge anything. Anyone. Why? Because I know how hard it is for me to judge myself. And I know myself. But him, I don't know. Like he gave a lot of tzedakah. Wow. Millions he gave for tzedakah. There's a guy that every year he builds a Bet Knesset. Every year. It's millions.
You have to tell me his name.
Yeah, I saw him. He was here. He built a Bet Knesset here, and he was here when they finished it. Yeah. And every year he builds a Bet Knesset, and suddenly, this kind of guy falls down, and he cannot do it anymore. We know what what is right, like I think I told this story. One millionaire came over to Shlit'a, yeah, and he said he has problem with his business, and he told him about the problems. And so he told him, "You give Maisa?" So he says, "I give millions for tzedakah." So the Rav says to him, "Maisa, you give?" He says, "I give millions." So okay, these millions, are they Maisa or not? He said no. He said, okay, so give Maisa. You know, we learned about Nakdimon Ben Gurion, yeah? That they said he didn't give tzedakah. What does it mean he didn't give tzedakah? He gave millions, but not as much as he should have given. Or not in the way he should have given. I can think about things. I cannot know this thing. Only Hashem can know it. And a prophet that they understand what. But how could I know it? So it means I cannot judge anyone. So when I start looking for good points, I know I cannot judge him for the bad. I must find good points because he must have them. Because this is what the Rabbeinu said. He must have something good in himself. Now we come to I had a story. I'll tell you the story. I hope I remember the other part after. One guy in one of the small Hasiduyot, he wasn't a millionaire or a rich guy, but he was okay, and he lost his job, and he had to marry off his kid. So he didn't have money. So all the community, all the Hasidut, got themselves together and raised up the money for the wedding, and everybody was happy that they could finish the shidduch and everything was okay, and they had the money. Okay, after a month or whatever, when they send the invitation, they see that he took the most expensive place and catering there is. I said, what's going on? We raised money. All of the money that he has for this wedding is tzedakah, is our money, and he goes and he takes such a place, a palace, he takes with the best catering, with the best food. What's going on? So everybody starts speaking. So he heard the speaking, he understood the speaking. So he went to the Rebbe of this Hasidus, and he told him what happened. He told him, my father was in the Holocaust, and someone was looking for him. And when this man died, he called his son. He says, "Listen, this name, Linda, let's say Linda, he saved my life, and I was looking all my life to find him to do some favor for him. Now Baruch Hashem, I have money. I'm okay. I want." Maybe he needs something, maybe I can help, but I never found him. So remember this name. If you find this man, do something for him. So when they advertised the engagement, the son saw it, and he called him. Said, "You are Linda?" He says, "Yes." "You are the son of this Linda that was in Eisenstadt, in the how do you call it, the concentration camp?" He says, "Yes, my father was there." So they met together, and he found out this is the man. He says, "Listen, I said, you're marrying off now. You do the wedding in my how do you call it, hall?
Honor. My honor.
He was the owner of the place.
Oh, I see.
How do you call the place? Hall?
My hall.
Yeah, you do it in my hall, and the food is, I'm paying the food, I'm paying everything. It's mine. It's my wedding, you do it in my place."
Wow.
So I'm doing it in his place. What could I say? The other side, I'm paying everything, It's my wedding. I'm taking it from both sides. So what can I say? I needed the money, but I didn't know he's going to give it to me for free. I didn't know. He found.
Right.
So how can I come to judge this man, I gave him tzedakah, I'm helping him, and he's taking the best hall and the best catering and everything, on my expense. It's not on your expense, it's on Hashem's expense,
exactly.
And it's his job, and you did the tzedakah, good for you,
right.
Well, it's, you have the mitzvah, finish. Wow, it's amazing.
Good story.
Yeah, it's an amazing story. So what happened is that this is a story from someone that I told him I'm learning this Torah, and we start speaking about it, and he gave me this story. And everyone I speak that I'm learning this Torah, he gives me stories, or he tells me chidush, or he says something good. I was in a place, there wasn't a bus, it was a place, there wasn't a bus to come back to home, and it wasn't short enough to walk, so I picked my hand and someone stopped, two Breslev Hasidim. Okay, I speak to them about Shpibet. Okay, I start speaking to them, so one of them says to me, wow, you get me really annoyed. I came close to Breslev only because Rabbi Ehud Shlit'a, yeah? But this Torah, it gets me annoyed. Judge favorably everyone. What does it mean? If someone in the Bet Knesset speaks or speaks in his telephone, I shouldn't speak to him. I find good points, and he didn't stop. He went on and on and on and on, and I couldn't put anything inside. But it's a good question. The question is a good question. That's what I told him in the end, after time that he gave me a chance to speak. As I told him, it's a good question. But the answer is, it's not that I shouldn't speak to anyone that I can speak to, that he's doing something wrong. Someone that does something wrong, and I estimate that I have the power to speak to him, this Torah tells me how to speak to him. First of all, find good points in him.
Okay.
Make him up. Yeah? Bring him up. He's a good guy. He's a very nice guy. He's doing many good things. Hashem loves him. The Torah loves him. I'm nothing, maybe I'm his brother. And because I'm a brother, I take care of him. So listen, we got already to the Bet Knesset. We have the treasure in our hands. Why lose it with a telephone or with speaking some wrong things in the Bet Knesset?
Yaakov,
when I come to him like this, he feels my heart, and he can accept it.
Yaakov Avinu told us this lesson at the well with Rachel, with the other shepherds. He called them my brothers.
Yeah.
Raised them up.
So when he called them, so he could speak to them.
Right.
What? You stop working. You don't have any more work. What's going on? And they could accept it, and they had the mouth to answer.
Right.
Like this, if you come to someone, you are bad. So, or he comes, you're strong. I'm stronger than you.
Right.
You're a tzaddik. I'm a greater tzaddik than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you come to him in his level, so we're friends. We're speaking. That's when you start. It's good. I'm in the same level. So it's not that if I can see something that I can stop the bad thing, I must stop it. But how do you do it? If you do it in a way that it's not a violent way, and you don't force yourself on someone, but we speak
with
on
love.
the same level,
With love.
A day later, 2 days later, in the shul that I daven, I had to speak to someone, but already I had the lesson, Hashem gave me the lesson that I had to speak to this man, and then when I came, to speak, so I came quiet, I said, listen, you remember 3 weeks ago we spoke about this, and from this I went on and on and on until I got to the point that I wanted to to speak about it. And he said, and then I didn't tell him the bad point. He himself,
he saw it.
he said, yeah, you're right. I just did this mistake now in the Beit Knesset. But if Hashem wouldn't give me this guy, yeah, I don't know if I would make it. So he gave me this guy, and he gave me another point of view on this Torah. But this Torah, it's not only to find the good points. Also, when you have to stop something bad, don't stop it with a bad. Don't stop it with a power. Stop it with these good points. Find good points. You are good. You are tzaddik. You are, and then there's a halacha that says that we have to keep the honor of the Beit Knesset. No, there's a halacha that you mustn't speak in the Beit Knesset. No, there's a halacha that we speak the honor. We have to keep the honor. What is the honor? Like you shouldn't spit on the floor. Like if you tell an American guy you shouldn't speak on he will never do it, right? Yeah. But you speak on something that he will never do it, and from this something that he will never do it, he can come up to the things that he can do it, or he does it already, and says, wow, no, I wouldn't spit on but maybe to speak it's also forbidden, Says, yeah, I think it's, and you go with him, and then you can stop it. Okay, this is for today. I think next shiur we'll read inside.
Okay.
We'll go on with the text, with what is written. Baruch Hashem, Toda Rabba. Thank you very much.